The Nation of Islam is made up of over 1.5 billion followers who live all over the world, from India to Indonesia, from Egypt to Ethiopia. The United States is home to around 2.5 million Muslims, who make up a little under 1% of the population. Here at the University of Dayton, we have approximately 100 Muslim students. Many of these students came to the university from Muslim nations like Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait. Some are getting their undergraduate degrees, while others are finishing graduate school, hoping to return to their home countries upon completion of their studies. One thing many Muslims learned when they arrived on campus is how different things are on this side of the world.
You kind of seeing some people around here who never been around Muslims or Arabs or never saw anyone who's different from their own country. So sometimes when you walk into a class, you kind of find the people looking at you with a question in their eyes, like, where is he from? What language does he speak?
Bassam Hassanain, a graduate student from Saudi Arabia, witnessed that firsthand when he came to Dayton 3 years ago.
A girl walks up to me in the class and she asked me about something in the class, and when I answer, she's like, you have an accent, so where are you from? I said, I'm from Saudi Arabia. I said, wow, really? You're? I was like, yeah. I was like, this is my first time meeting someone from Saudi Arabia. I was like, yeah, so that's gonna be your first here. So she's like, are you guys riding camel till now? I said, yeah. I was just being funny, so I was like, yeah. So she actually believed me. I didn't think she's gonna believe me. So she's like, so how did you get here? I said, yeah, on my camel. I rode my camel for all the way from Saudi Arabia to here. I said, oh, that's a long distance. Like, yeah. Took me a couple of months, but I made it. So she's like, really? So your camel is here with you? I said, yeah. It's parking outside. But I'm having a little bit of an issue finding a parking permit for my camel. She's like, really? Can I see it? I was like, yeah, it's outside. And she just keep going on and on about it, and she would never thought I'm joking around.
All kidding aside, Bassam finds the university to be very accommodating to Muslim students, even if he can't find halal food in Kennedy Union.
No, down Kennedy Union, no. You cannot find anything. But like in that case, if I want to stay on the safe side, we do either go with seafood, which is halal all the time. There's nothing about it. Either seafood or just vegetarian.
What Bassam enjoys most about UD is the friendly atmosphere and the courtesy of all the students around campus.
People are so nice. People are like smiling all the time, helpful. For someone like me who came from a different country, I got some issues sometimes, handling some stuff that is new for me, stuff I don't know about it. So whenever I need anything, I could just walk up to any building and ask. Sometimes even when you walk around the campus, I used to go to a different school, which is not Catholic, and I would say people here are more friendly, more nicer. Sometimes if someone just saw you walking between the building and you look confused, they're just gonna walk up to you and ask you, are you lost? You need some help? Without you even asking for help. And that's the most part I like about it. UD has been one of the best experience for my life, and whenever I'm getting older, I'm just gonna look back at these days, and I'm just gonna miss it. Those are some good times I spent here at UD.
Many more Muslim students have agreed with Bassam's observations of the university and have been coming in larger numbers each year.
In the past 2 years, the international student population has doubled. So going from 300 to 600 students, which is huge.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with what we've done here in the Center for International Programs. I hate to toot our own horn, whatever, but I think that our director has been really active in working with the provost and the president and the academic senate and different areas on campus to integrate the international students more. So that's really what we've been able to tout, is that when you come to the University of Dayton, you're not an international student studying at the University of Dayton. You're a University of Dayton student.
Tricia Barger is with the Center for International Programs, and as a former student here at the university, she says she has seen a lot of changes over the last few years.
As far as attracting Muslim students in particular, I think where this initially started, at least in the past 5 years, is the Saudi Arabian embassy started offering these full tuition scholarships. So it was like for a year of English study and then for 4 years of undergraduate, or a certain amount of time for graduate study, all expenses paid. But what's telling is that these students stay and they tell their cousins to come and they tell their friends to come, and to me that tells us that they're having a good experience if they're willing to recommend it to their family members.
One big similarity between UD and Muslim students has been our strong belief in spirituality and religious values.
Our value system is very much in line with the Muslim value system. I think in the Midwest in general, we're very family-oriented, we're very community-oriented, and the Muslim society as a whole is very community-oriented. You help others, you put others before yourself, and that's what we're teaching here at the university. So yeah, I would certainly agree that those values align.
Despite being thousands of miles away from home, Muslim students are only a short walk away from the call to prayer. At Alumni Hall, Muslims take the time to answer the call 5 times each day, and on Friday participate in the Jummah, or communal prayer. When listening to the khutbah, or sermon, I found that what was being said could have been heard at any church or synagogue around the country. They preach about community and responsibility to God and our families, values that are universal in all cultures, including our own. Muslim students have brought these values to our university with a profound faith no different than our own, and we as students should take the time to sit down and listen.